Hello, hello. I forgot to add a scene for Ace Attorney when my OBS, got reset from my factory reset. So, hi Mario, please hold. Oh, hang on. I'm sure I can do this quick. Okay, let's see. What if we do... Here it is for Valorant. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Duplicate Ace Attorney. I was prepared today. I was prepared. Mario, how were your holidays? I don't think I saw you since the Fortnite stream, right? I can't even remember at this point. It's been so long since I've streamed consistently. I hope you've been well. Okay. Take out Valorant. Remove. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And then add game capture. Ace Attorney game. Okay. A specific window. Did it work? Can you... Wait, where am I? Oh, wait, hang on. Ah, we did it. Hello. Sorry about that. I really thought I had everything ironed out. I was sitting here for like 10 minutes. And then I went to go switch the scene and I said, wait a second. I wasn't ready. Well, that's embarrassing. Hello. It's been great. How was your holidays? My holiday was good, man. My holiday was good. I didn't do much. I just went to my parents' place and my sister and my brother-in-law were there and, they brought their dog and it was fun. I was only there a couple days. I've got a lot of house stuff that I've been doing, but it was very nice. It was very nice. Going to see some friends for New Year's and then we're back into the swing of things, really. By the way, I was telling people this in the last stream. All of my settings got reset. I had to factory reset my computer. So if volume, I know I always say a lot about it, but be particularly sensitive with the volume. If the volume feels off, if you can't hear the game or if you can't hear me, let me know. Because I had to redo everything and I forgot a lot of my old settings. But I think we're on the last day of this case. I think. And I thought it'd be nice to get it wrapped up before the new year. So we'll see. We'll see if we finish today. I think we will. It's been so long since the last case, though. I'll remind you, I had to go and even watch my VOD back a little bit to remember where we left off. So we are with Mia, where we really think that the person who killed the doctor was not our friend Maya Fey, who is somehow on trial for murder for the second time, but instead is her aunt. The reason I think it's her aunt is because she wants her cousin Pearl to be the head of the clan, and sending Maya to the Slammers would be a good way to do that. And then I also think, we don't know for sure, but I also think that she is working with Eni, who is the sister of someone who died at the hands of the doctor's negligence. I think I got all that right. This case has a lot of twists and turns for being the first real case of the game. The first non-baby case. And so now we're about to head into trial. We've got all our evidence. I'm sure this is going to be a little bit bumpy with how much I forget everything. So pray for me. Malpractice. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes. Malpractice. What did I say? I can't remember. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit bumpy as I try to piece everything back together. But I think we'll be good. I don't want to waste any more time. Oh, actually, I do want to waste one more time. I thought that this was cool. So they updated this game recently. First thing I noticed is when you hit enter on some stuff, it's a gavel hitting down on the desk. Listen. Whoa. But they way cooler than that. They added this gallery. And the gallery has like songs. It also has an art book just with like the art from all of the different, cases and different points throughout the game. It's pretty cool. And then even cooler than that, they did a scene creator. And it essentially lets you create your own scenes. It's kind of cool. You can change like who's doing what. You can put people on the stand. You can change their facial expressions. It's honestly for like making fan content and like skits, it's really good. Dude, they even added like a green screen. So you can green screen stuff in. I thought this was really cool. I know, it's really sweet. There's all the different, places in the game that you can put people in. That's pretty cool, right? And then you can even, at the top right here, you can change like who's calling things, like their different objection calls and stuff. Objection! That's sweet. I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't know. I want to do something with it. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. But I think it'd be cool to make like fan content. I think it'd be sweet. I don't know. I thought that was cool. Especially because, like, these games are so old, right? These were released for the Game Boy. This is a remastered trilogy. And they're still going back and adding things. One, I think it's really cool that they do that. And two, I hope that that means that we are getting some more games here soon. And they're trying to, get everything fresh so that it's fresh in people's minds. That's what I'm hoping for. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick, did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and, well, Maya, But you went back home to work on this, right? I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Okay, but that's not your fault. Maya, though, I'll remind you, I think does think that she did it. Like, she thinks that she was possessed and the person possessing her did the crime in her body. But I don't think that that's the case. I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. I mean, yeah, this is your second time being on trial for murder. Good morning, Pearl. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. I don't know if that makes you safe, Maya. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Your mother is a murderer. Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Oh, that's right. Pearl, I think, ships Phoenix and Maya, right? I'm pretty sure. Not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. Pearl, you channeling Mia will probably get your mother thrown behind bars, but that's okay. It's for the right thing. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Pearl, there's serious matters to discuss here. Nick, this way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Oh. Phoenix doesn't want Pearl to have to... Oh. He doesn't want Pearl to have to watch as we pin the crime on her mother. That's actually very thoughtful of him. Oh. June 22nd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. It is a little sad. It is a bit sad. Oh, I forgot. This girl, she scares me. She scares me more than Edgeworth scared me in the first game, man. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. She is just like her father. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Hey, Mia, you wouldn't know the half of it. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool, wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. I'm just wearing a suit. The famous one is me. Oh, she's talking about Mia. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Okay, yeah, becoming a prosecutor at 13 is crazy. Imagine you, like, train your whole life to be an attorney, and you finally get your attorney badge, and you go to court, and you lose the case to a 13-year-old. I would have to retire. I would have to hang it up right then and there. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Ms. Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Ms. Fey. Yes, and Von Karma does actually know of the Fey channeling technique, if you remember correctly. The judge? No clue. That guy's totally lost, but I forgot that Von Karma does know that the Feys channel spirits. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. Please tell us, Your Honor, because I can't remember what it was. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. Alright, it's been so long. It's been like a month since we played this game. Okay, what evidence do we have? The attorney's badge. We have the newspaper clipping. We have the Magatama, which I don't think we have to use in court. This is a guide map of Fey's Manor. More newspaper articles. The folding screen with a bullet hole in the bottom. The key. The floor plans. This is the floor plan of the murder room. Then we've got Dr. Gray's autopsy report. Stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around the bullet hole. The murder weapon. This was actually the doctor's. It was Dr. Gray's. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. The murder weapon, a knife, belongs to the Feys, bears Maya's fingerprints. The clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder, press the check button for... Oh, I don't think this one was actually Maya's though, right? I can't remember. Lada's photo, taken at the murder scene of quote-unquote Maya holding the gun, although we've already gone through that. We don't think that this is actually Maya. This looks nothing like her, although she does look different when she's possessed, to be fair. Then we have the urn that Pearl broke that we pieced back together. We have the cloth scrap that was ripped from here. We have Pearl's ball. I can't remember what this is for. Then we have the license photo of Eni. I don't think we'll need that. And we have the clothing box with a hole that looks like a bullet, or a bullet hole around 8 inches off the ground. Very similar to this here. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. We determined this? We did? Okay. Sure, I mean, if you... Yeah, sure. Help my case, please. But, Ms. Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Her little finger wag is so condescending. Like, it makes me really angry. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Please do. Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Oh! The culprit always returns to the scene of the crime, or I guess in this case, the courtroom. She's coming here on her own volition, though. Usually we have to call the murderer to the stand, or who we think is the murderer. They got something up their sleeve. Sassy finger wag? I know, it's like, well, I know she doesn't respect us. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Yeah, it's also Mia's aunt. Hello, Ms. Morgan Fay. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Hey! Don't... What... I care. Don't do that to him. Don't treat him like that. All I'm saying is the prosecutors treat this guy like garbage, and I am so nice to him, and he never takes my side. I don't think anyone really cares. What? I care. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit serving technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique. This is gonna get really messy because the judge and the jury have absolutely no idea what we're talking about. A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is. Yes, that is. Hey! You, be quiet, Your Honor. Can we hold that's gotta be contempt of court, right? Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... We were there. What could have happened? Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room. That's just a flat-out lie. I can't believe she'd get on the stand and lie when we saw it all. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fay, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. And then came back? This theory falls flat on my eyes. Order! Ms. Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time. I feel on my game today. Your Honor, I will try my best. Famous last words. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Here we go. Witness testimony. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. Who's those two? We'll have to press her on that. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oh, is it me and Lotta? It's probably me and Lotta. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. That didn't happen at all. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. I don't know about that. Phoenix is calling her bluff right away. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. Uh-huh. Likely story. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Gladly, Your Honor. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. I wonder, anything off rip? I'm going to assume that this is me and Lotta, but I am going to press her on it just to make sure. Hold it! Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? Do the voice lines sound different? Hang on. Tell me if I'm crazy later. I'll compare them to the last stream after this. I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention, she looked awful. Well, that's just rude. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. That's crazy. I don't think that was a business expense. I don't know if that can go to my office. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oh, this is new as well. Where it shows how far... They made a lot of updates to this game. Wow. Just like quality of life stuff. That's pretty neat. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while, and I have no knowledge of where she went. Interesting. That sounds different. It sounds different. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing. However, yes. But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. It does? You think so? Okay, I'm not crazy. It definitely sounds a little different. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Objection! That sounds the same, I think. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. This guy's lost. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. It's like a lower pitch, I think. I think you're right. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, she knocked her out. And we know that that's not true. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. And how long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? No, Phoenix, she just forgot. Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Let's question her further. I don't know. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? That's a good point. That's a really good point. He had to make sure he did double checking. Maybe he caught her in a bluff. He's like, from when you passed out? She's like, I didn't pass out. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. And what do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Is it Eni? We're gonna get both culprits in on the stand here? It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. Already? I can't see a crack in her testimony. What should we do? For now, we should try and get more information out of her. After we get more information from her, we may be able to use it later to our advantage. Okay. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. I don't think we've pressed on this yet. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. A good point, Mr. Wright. Yes, that is a very good point. Thank you, that's what I said. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah, no, hold on. What were you going to say? There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. Yeah, right, buddy. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. What? You guys are eating this slop up? Are you joking? I've never seen a more gullible jury in my life. Well, that was very noble of you, Ms. Fey. Oh, my eye roll. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue. A pistol was hanging. I don't think we've pressed on this one yet. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? You know, I wonder, maybe the voice is different because it's a different game? I don't know. I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Hey. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this. However, the witness was lying to cover for the defendant. Is that legal? Okay. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did you... Hey! You can't just do that every time the judge wants to talk, man. The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Well, why not now? No, not very well, Your Honor. Grow a backbone, please. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Holy smokes. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. Yeah, okay. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? And this is probably where we get Eni on the case, right? Okay, buddy. At this point, listen, I can't help you. If you won't stand up for yourself, I don't know what to do. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Oh, okay, this is going to get real confusing, but what was her name? Meanie? Meanie was the person who possessed Maya, and then Meanie wanted to speak with Miney or Eni. I can't remember their names. This is so confusing. The prosecution calls Ms. Eni Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eni Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Yeah, but if you remember in the last stream, we kind of pinned Eni down. We got her to like semi-confess to the crime. We know she's in on it somewhat. At least I think she is. Witness, name and occupation. Okay. So my name is like Eni Miney. I'm like researching parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it. I can't say I understand what that means. What's up, Ava? How's it going? Hell, all I saw when I joined was the judge getting whipped. The judge has no backbone. He can't stand up for himself. How you been, Ava? How are your holidays? Yes, sir. Now then, Ms. Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? They were good. What about you? Mine was good. I just went and hung out with my family for a little bit. Just some family hanging time for a couple days. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. That's what Phoenix, we're the same. We're the same. That's so funny. Witness testimony after the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. I guess Maya did leave the chamber at some point. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in like, a sad way. My sister, she told me something, like, totally terrible. Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Oh, I really hope we don't have to explain spirit mediums to this judge again. Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Duh. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, me, Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, have to? Of course. Ms. Miney, please. Wait, this isn't Psylocke, is it? These names are killing me. Eenie Miney. That is one of my favorite things that Ace Attorney does, is they are so good at naming people. Like Phoenix Wright, he's a defense attorney, wants to do what's right. And then in the later trilogy, Apollo Justice. I know there's other ones, but I'm not going to go through all of them. But yeah, they name their characters really well. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Oh, no Psylocke. Okay. That was no accident. Oh! I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. The doctor, right? The doctor. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie. Interesting. Wait, so is Eenie not in on it? No. Eenie's gotta be in on it. She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? No. There's no way he can be satisfied. He's gotta be so confused. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. Well, wait a second. Doesn't that kind of like mean Maya's innocent? Right? Right? The end. Because, like, Maya was possessed. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, I'm lost. I don't know what to think. It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. Does it? Is that what you got for... Okay, sure. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Oh, it was a lie! Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. All right, let's do it. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Were you not entertained in the last stream, Ms. Von Karma? Here we go. Cross-examination. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room. Okay, we're just gonna have to press her for everything, because this testimony is so long. Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I think there were sesame seeds in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? I'm a little lost too, but that's okay. Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? A little later, someone came into the room really suddenly. It was, oh my god, totally my sister. I think I do a good Edie impression. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? This is a serious matter. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. What is she saying? Huh? First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. And second, I am an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. It's not my fault. Don't look at me. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Ms. Mimi Miney? I, hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something totally terrible. Okay. Take a look at our evidence. Anything that we've got that would say, hey, someone get rid of her whip, right? I can't believe she's allowed to bring that into the courtroom. It's got to be against some sort of rule, right? Okay. I don't know. Maybe we just have to really pick apart her testimony, because we already found some things that were wrong. Did you know the time? Maybe a little before 11 a.m., something like that, I think. 11? Do we know when this guy died? No. Dang. Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food. No, oh my gosh. She's talking about the time now. Oh, this is your trump card, Von Karma? Really? This is brutal. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room. Oh, so that's what I actually I think she's really funny. You should have been more clear about it. You're right, my bad. That's on me. No, it's okay. It's really... Okay, why'd you stop me? What time was it? This is like pulling teeth. Did I? So, what was I talking about? The time. Stay with me now, Eni. We were talking about the time. Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. This is brutal. Okay, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in so long. I was happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the occult. I guess that's fair. But I know all about the Karain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. All we have to do is keep making her talk, and I feel like she's gonna slip up. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange. Oh, excuse you? Don't keep badgering her. That's my job. I don't know what to tell you. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Oh, so it's my fault now. No, it's my fault. We're gonna let her whip me from across the courtroom. But I'm the one who gets questioned. Okay. No, it's important. I don't know why it's important, but I haven't quite figured out what it is yet, but I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Me and Phoenix Wright have a lot in common. It's kind of crazy. This is how I go about every day at my job. Every day. All right, Mr. Wright. Ms. Miney, please amend your testimony. That's big. That means we're closer. I'm totally cool with that. I wasn't scared at all. And her costume looked totally normal. That's a wait. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. That can't be the case. Because had she pushed down Aunt Morgan and ran to her sister, this is what she would have looked like. What's autoplay? That's new. I pressed it. I don't know what it is. Oh, you can't see it. I'm blocking it. There's this thing here called autoplay. I don't know what that is. But, no, it can't be the case. Oh, okay. Like I said, all you have to do is keep making her talk. She was gonna slip up. Nothing odd about your sister's appearance? Yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Yep, we got her. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I go on? Okay. And this is such a weird thing to add. She's like, and like, I wasn't scared at all. And by the way, her costume was like so normal. This girl. Is that so? Was her costume totally normal? Objection! Oh, yeah. That was a very well-spun lie, Ms. Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's... Whoa. Sorry about that. I don't know what he said. I skipped it. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Ms. Miney. I love this posture from Phoenix. It makes me feel like I've done something big. Ms. Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. I can't believe you overlooked that. A little too cocky now, aren't we, Von Karma? Ms. Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? You know, I don't know if she was lying. I think it was another Maya. Someone dressed as Maya. Who had the blood stain, right? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Okay, maybe she is lying. Order. Ms. Miney, what is the meaning of this? Ms. Miney. Oh, okay, sorry. Take your time. My bad. Don't interrupt me. Can everybody just calm down? Everybody just needs to relax. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Can we keep track of how many times the judge gets whipped? We should have a tally. We should make a tally. In the next case, we're already so behind. It's been so many times. Maybe the next time we have a case with Von Karma, we keep track of who gets whipped the most. That would be really funny. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Okay. Maybe it's just time that the judge hangs it up. Maybe it's time he retires. What do they call this? A kangaroo court, right? Is that a thing? This is a kangaroo court, Your Honor. It's crazy in here. After the murder, part 2. Like, the side room was kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended in. Come on. Come on. It's blending in. Okay. Okay. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Interesting. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. I mean, if you can call that clear, sure. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. No, of course not. Of course I'm not satisfied. Very well. You may question the witness. After the murder, cross-examination. Oh, the music switched up a little bit. I like this. Like, the side room was kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is purple. The blood totally blended in. I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. I don't know. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And Ms. Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Alright. The side room was kind of dark. Alright. What do you mean kind of dark? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Ms. Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Can't breathe. Get me out. So, like, the costume is purple and the blood totally blended in. You didn't see the blood. Again, I'll remind you. You didn't see the blood, Eni. Come on. Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. Oh, true. Are you going to tell me next that you didn't even notice the gun either? I totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Ms. Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out. 'Cause she just shot Dr. Gray. But didn't she just say her sister was calm and cool? But I think, like, she knew. She said she did something really bad. And she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Ms. Morgan. Huh. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? I don't buy it. Like, yeah. May I ask you one more thing, Ms. Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place, huh? Like, what do you mean? When you... Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. What would be out of place when you were in the side room? When you were going to the crime scene? Or when you arrived at the crime scene? Let's go arrived at the crime scene. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Like I said, just keep making her talk. Think harder. Stay with me, Eni. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Eni's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Okay. We're gonna have to explore the other things a little bit, right? But then she said her sister was so calm, right? Because she's like, she took her anger out. So she was like better. And now she's saying that her sister was freaking out. There's something missing. There's something missing. All right. What else would be unusual? The crime scene, when you were going to the crime scene, or when you were in the side room? Let's do the side room. We have a little bit of evidence there. I'm talking about when you were in the side room now. Like, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. We're not done yet. I, like, totally can't. Okay, so nothing going here. We're gonna do the other option now. And see if we can get her to bite. Okay, last thing to ask you. I'm talking now about when you were going to the channeling chamber. Like, no, nothing strange, really. She answered rather quickly. Think harder. Think harder. Okay, this isn't working. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Phoenix, the voice of reason. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Yes. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Ms. Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Here we go. Here we go. I, didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Man, between Miney, channeling chamber, severing spell. There's a lot of tongue twisters in this case. Well, I'll tell you what. She was playing with this at the time of the murder. She was playing with her ball, Pearl was. So I would like to object to this. Objection. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related? They aren't? Oh. Okay. I guess they're not. Sorry about that, Your Honor. Got ahead of myself there. Hold it! Try to remember that time. I remember. I totally didn't see anyone. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. Can't find anything wrong. Okay. This is a tough one. I know it's got to do with this. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Broken by Pearl right before the murder. That Pearl was playing with this at the time of the murder. And she didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Nobody? Side room. She would have had to go down winding way into the meditation room and then into the channeling chamber. All we have to do is show that she saw somebody, right? Let's see. Under repair in the hallway until police came. I really thought this was going to be the ball. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. How can we disprove that? Unburned remains found inside the garden incinerator. Maybe. I'm going to save my game. I'm going to save here. Because it's still early, I feel like, in the trial. But I think this makes sense, right? Because someone would have had to put the cloth scrap in there. How else would it have gotten in there? Objection. Nothing good on that one either. Okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? Interesting. And she was the only one in the channeling chamber. This isn't tracking. Okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. I don't know how I'd prove this. This is tough. But as Mia said, nothing you pull out of a witness is irrelevant. A picture taken at the murder scene. She would have had to have seen us, right? Maybe this? Pearl would have been cleaning this up, right? Under repair in the hallway until the police came. There we go. There we go. I finally found the fault. Or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, what does that prove? What? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah, I already said I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at the time, there is no way you could have not seen this person. Pearl. Take that. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Ms. Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh, and she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. That's right. What? Boom, boom, boom. Ms. Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Ms. Miney. You are a masterful liar. I don't know if I'd use the word... Oh, she's a ghost! Woo, scary. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you... I've just about had it with you, Your Honor. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. Tell him. So, Ms. Miney, tell the truth. About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Objection! The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No shot, dude. Your lies end here. What you? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Before I tell you, Your Honor, let me save my game. Not that I need to. I know where this is going, of course. Where is the contradiction that shows she was not sleeping? Help me, Mia! It's in her testimony just now? No, I wouldn't say that. Is it in the evidence? What would prove that she wasn't sleeping? I don't know. What would prove she wasn't sleeping? Hey, Caleb, welcome in. How you doing? How were your holidays? A contradiction. Where is... All right. Honestly, I'm about to go help me, Mia. I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry. You're on the right path, Phoenix. Might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So just this once. Do you want me to help you out? No, I can do it. I can do it. I just needed your reassurance, Mia. I'm good. Might be hard for me to see, but I can't just accept her help without thinking it through myself first. That's the spirit. Give it another try. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room, and that's not possible because of this contradiction either in her testimony or in the evidence. In the evidence, I can't really think of much outside of this clothing box. Because what else would she have done? Right? I think it's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Ms. Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Ms. Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at that time, both myself and Ms. Hart weren't there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have to do with anything? It's really simple, actually. Ms. Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Ms. Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Ms. Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. Oh! I see. She would have still seen Pearl, but you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Oh! Nice, nice. A ghost. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Is she chewing on her hat? I think so. I think that's what she's doing. Yeah, she is. Ms. Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the channeling chamber. Right? Because she's the only one who could do it. Either that or here. But, I mean, if we want to get technical, where was the witness at the time of the channeling chamber? Or at the time of the murder? She's killing the guy. Ms. Miney was here, of course. But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's what I'm saying. That's right. Ms. Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order! Whoa! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that's correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Ms. Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Well, duh. You were back here. Take that! Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Thanks, Lotta. See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. She really did do a 180. Holy smokes. Now, Ms. Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding. Wait, that's a sweet shot. I wish they held that for longer. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. With the help of the folding screen. What would she be hiding with the help of, though? Oh, the clothing box. How does the judge not notice these wild reactions and emotions? The judge is absolutely useless. That guy has it out for us. I don't know what we did to him. But he doesn't seem to like us very much. But there's a hole that looks to be a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground. There's a hole 8 inches off the ground of the folding screen where someone obviously shot and hid so we wouldn't see them. Ms. Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is really simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me and... Objection! But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. Jugs makes it harder just to test you? No, honestly, I think you're right. I think he likes seeing us work. He really makes us earn our paychecks. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. This is such a good little animation. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's just such a 180 from her character. This is nice. This is really cool. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Can I with some evidence? Can I prove where the clothing box was? Yeah. Yeah, with the bullet hole. I can. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The 8-inch off the ground hole in the folding screen. Take that. Take a look at this clothing box. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This... What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. A hole 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Ms. Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ho, ho, ho! We were right. We got him. Order. So what are you saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Ms. Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I'm saying. Ms. Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. I was gonna watch the Val stream, but I caught up playing with friends. No worries, no worries. My Valorant though is on like 11 ping now. I factory reset my PC and it like fixed all. It's nice. I feel like I'm playing a whole new game. Oh, to masquerade as Maya Fey. She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. You're correct. It's not possible. And it wasn't done alone. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait, Ms. Von Karma, you said it wasn't possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Ms. Miney, You had an accomplice. And that accomplice? Morgan Fay. This person. If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the one wonderful lady witness we had earlier? Stay with us, Judge. You're getting it. You're almost there. What do you have to say to this, Ms. Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Do you deny it? Oh. Oh. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. Wow. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. What? Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. That's something I wasn't expecting. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Oh, that makes sense. The murderer then took the gun from because it was shot twice. Took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang. Interesting. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Lotta took her photograph. Ms. Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Morgan Fay chased us out. Oh! Because she knew if we spent any more time in there, we'd be like, wait a second, that's not Maya. Because she did shoo us out really quick. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. Oh, man, that's pretty good. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Oh. Oh. Oh! We got him! Do I have to do a manic laugh? Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Ms. Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? Someone with Von Karma blood lost to me, like, you know, last year. But I'll play your game. What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, well, what reason would she have? Because the doctor killed her sister. Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much killed her sister, right? Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Ms. Eeny Miny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What's her reason for wanting Gray dead? This is easy. This is an easy one. The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Patients died from malpractice at the center. Article about the car accident. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic. Gray drugged her. Gray was not a good guy. He drugged her, caused her car to crash. Eeny survived, but got her revenge. Take that. Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? Didn't you just say it? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like totally going to explain, so please listen, okay? Dude, her character, really fun. Really fun. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, excuse me. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. Well, wrap it up, folks. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. When Ms. Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Ms. Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is everyone calling me by my first name now? Whatever happened to Mr. Wright? You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, it's just as I told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Ms. Eeny Miny. Uh-oh. Oh! Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia? Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Really? Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Ms. Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Please hold, Your Honor. I'd love to if you give me a second. Can I really do this? Yeah, I can. I don't think I have a choice. I'm not totally confident here, but I know what I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Ms. Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha! Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination is already ended after all. Yee! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Uh-huh? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. Interesting. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Bars! I do like Von Karma, too. She's cool. She scares the heck out of me, but she is cool. Aura personified. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second. Wow. Okay, interesting. So we know now who did it. And honestly, I think most of the court knows who did it. Except the judge. The judge is the only one that's struggling here. Which is kind of embarrassing for him, but that's okay. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. This would suck for Maya. This would actually suck so hard. Like, she lost her mom, then she lost her sister, and then her aunt tries to pin murder on. This sucks. This really sucks for her. That's terrible. Why would my aunt? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, hello. Ms. Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. I have a feeling that she doesn't want... It's not like she's trying to get revenge for her father. I think that she wants to show everyone that she's a better attorney than her father. And she wants to do that by beating me, the guy who beat her father and threw him behind bars. And then we'll know who the real winner is. That's what I think. Here we go. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Ms. Eeny Miny had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eeny Miny and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Ms. Miny, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. I thought, you wanted to ask about my motive. I, don't see the point in bringing up the past. Ms. Miny, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Here we go. Last year's accident. That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened, my sister's clinic around then. And the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and there was a sea of flames around me. I opened the door and got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. She likes the word doesn't she? I, think she does like that word a little bit. Just, maybe a little. But it's only when she's putting on this, airhead persona. She doesn't say it when she's in serious mode, when she's mad. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Ms. Miny's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Alright, cross-examination. Okay, last year in May, I have to work it from another angle. Something really bad had happened at my sister's clinic. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna press on everything for starters, Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital? Yeah, like, that was in May, too. The thing is, with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd, and our accident was on the 24th. Okay. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why. Me too, Edie. Ah, I'm also tired. Like, something really bad had happened. Hold it. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died. Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. Interesting. The night of the accident, my sister was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But, like, I don't have a driver's license. Nah, true. That's not true at all. Edie's photo for her driver's license. This is news to me. I wasn't aware you didn't have your license, Ms. Miney. Ms. Miney, please amend your testimony. Okay. Anyway, I was like totally pooped, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Here we go. The night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while driving. I was totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Where's the amended testimony? I, like, didn't have my license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. This is an easy one. Objection! Ms. Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Don't ask how I came across this evidence. You don't want to know. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Ms. Miney? That's a pretty bad lie to let slip. That's right. Yeah, I had a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. Ow! No one cares. Sorry, my bad. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. Can we verify this? Oh, this is just the photo. This isn't for her actual license. November? The accident happened last May. That's a year and a half year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What the? That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Ms. Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow. Cry and my whip will accommodate. What the? Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have let me drive. She keeps digging her own grave. I didn't even do anything. Oh, is that Mia? Wait a second. Will everyone stop hitting me? Don't just stand there to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow. Ms. Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Well, that's because I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. If you please. Like, how annoying. Sorry, didn't mean to be mean. I wouldn't be allowed is a crazy testimony. Around that time, I was really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and really valued them. This woman is just going off on a tangent. She had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She would say things like, "No way am I getting a noob drive my car or letting a noob drive my car. She's bad at lying. Terrible at lying." She's a good example of sometimes when someone's lying, they'll put way too many details in a story to make it seem like they remember everything, but they're just empty details. So that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. She could have just left it at I didn't have my license, but instead she was like, "And even if I did, my sister wouldn't let me drive." It's okay. Who asked? A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but here we go. Okay. Around that time, I was really close to getting my license. What do you mean by really close? I have one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Well, you could drive with that, right? As long as you have someone in your car with a license? I don't know the official rule. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is? Okay. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. And I ride my bike to work, thank you very much. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, may I continue? My sis was this totally big fan of cars and really valued them. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, she'd flip out at a drop of rain, and she would notice if someone touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? I know people like that, though. Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? You wouldn't want to get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think the car's getting dirty is just another fact of life, but me too, Phoenix, you would be surprised. My dad's a big car guy. He loves old cars. The whip cannot be allowed in a courtroom. I genuinely can't believe that they allow her to carry that thing around. I like I said in the last Ace Attorney stream, I need something that I'm allowed to bring into the courtroom. I don't know what it would be, but I would like something. Honestly, at this point, just for self-defense, I'm getting beat out here. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Sorry. But yeah, my dad's big into car guys. Or he's big into cars. He's a big car guy. Ms. Miney, what kind of car was it? It was that brand spanking new red sports car. It was a new car? Yeah, she had just gotten it from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Yeah. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Stay with me now. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Ms. Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was from a totally special model from England. Well, what does it say in the newspaper? Can I look at this? No, I can look at this though. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway. The driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. This crash woke up in a sea of flames. I'm trying to see if they mentioned anything about the car model. If Ms. Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister Mimi. She was a nurse at the hospital. Interesting. So it doesn't look like this is what we're looking for. Then what other evidence would help us? But she's too cocky and wanting the perfect case is leading her to her loss. Yeah, I think that's I think she like really wants to make a name for herself. Cause she's let us do our thing a lot. Well, I mean, to be fair, we should be allowed to do our thing regardless. But I feel like, she is letting us more than other prosecutors have let us, I should say, besides Miles. But like the other Von Karma, he just cared about winning at all costs. And she wants to win from like a perfect case, is what I understand it. Why did we have to amend this testimony? This feels like something weird, right? It just seems odd that we'd have to put that in there. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. I'll ask for the heck of it. Worst case scenario, I get whipped. So, yes, let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, they're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our car. Wait. Oh, I don't know if that matters. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, Okay, sometimes we just don't get it. Explain it to us. This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shape, the wild way it starts, she's the one who likes cars. Was it her car? She definitely likes cars. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. Hold it. Was your sister good at driving? She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. Her hat is repairing itself from the tears she makes. It's really just, I gotta get that model. It seems pretty durable, right? Because not only is she ripping it, she's also stretching it over her entire head. It's pretty durable. That's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. Yeah, okay. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Yeah, I immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There's something really big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony, but we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. Believe, there's a path, and I know it. Interesting. Okay. Why? This is important, I think, because of the side of the car that she's on. Because if she... Okay, I wish I had a... Do I have a photograph of the accident? I don't think I do, without going through a testimony. But I'm trying to think, right? If you're driving on the right side of the road... And... Sorry, I'm looking down at my hand. I'm trying to, map out a picture. If you're looking... Or if you're driving down the right side of the road and you're in a British car, the passenger side is on the left side. It is towards the traffic. So if the car got into an accident, assuming the accident was still that the car was going safe, then wouldn't she be getting out of, stumbling out of the car into the flow of traffic? I think that's why they had us mend the testimony. But how do I prove that? Did you see the new Winter Miku skin in Fortnite? Did I see it? I bought the bundle. Of course. That's my new go-to skin. Of course I saw it. They put Snow Mix as an emote. I was like, that's crazy. I love that song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was an instant buy for me. I love that. The emote's so good, too. Okay. My sister's new car. What? Okay, there's got to be something in our evidence that shows why it's necessary that they were driving on the passenger side because it was an English car. I just don't know what it is. I don't think there's anything in here. Okay. Maybe I think we're onto something, but I think we're just slightly off. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to paint the picture again. If you're driving on the right side of the road, as we do in the States, you got a car from England. So the driver's seat is on the right side and the passenger is on the left side. But if it crashes into the highway center divide, then that would be Eni. That's the one who's injured because she was the one in the passenger seat. Can I present that particular page? No. So I will present the entire article. Objection. That's pretty good. I'm on my game today, y'all. Not to toot my own horn, but that's pretty good deductive reasoning, right? Ms. Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and got out. Oh, she also said that. Okay, maybe we overthought it. But we were still right. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's side is on the left. That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite. The two of them were riding in a British car. In fact, in that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Oh, what do you mean by this? I mean, Ms. Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Wait, so then what's going on? I don't know what this means, though, for the case. So Eni's the one that got into an accident. Was Eni the one who was drugged? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea where this is going. Order in the court! Order! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Well, it was Eni. And the answer is Eni Miney, of course. Oh, why would you say that? Ms. Eni Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Ms. Eni Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. I don't? The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? All right, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court. Oh, so it wasn't Eni who was driving. Okay, so it was Mimi who was driving. But then why did she say she got out of the right side of the car door? Okay. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Ms. Eni Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Girls nowadays got 3 faces. What's up, Harley? How's it going? Welcome in. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? No way. No. No, right? This isn't Mimi. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait. Okay, I'm telling you my theory right now. Eni died. But Mimi had the opportunity to run away from the dilemma at the hospital by claiming to be Eni. So she took Eni's identity. She needed to get a new driver's license, which is why she went and took the photo. But on the day the car died, was it Eni who died? And this is Mimi. Holy smokes. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Ray? I think we're onto something. The witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name. Not Eeny Miny, but Mimi Miny. Take that. Holy, look at how much would go down if I got that wrong, though. Holy smokes, that bar was so low. Mimi Miny. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. That's crazy. Never would I have saw this coming. But Mimi Miny, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eeny Miny. Wow. And so she knew Mimi was driving. She was obviously drugged, allegedly, by Gray. But she survived it. And then she wanted her revenge. It was never the sister getting revenge for her. Oh, I guess it was the sister getting revenge for her deceased sister. But it was the other way around. Her motive is that she was the one that Dr. Gray drugged. Wow, that's pretty good. Isn't that right, Ms. Mimi Miny? The music in this game goes so hard. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eeny Miny. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eeny. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miny from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Oh! And Dr. Gray was going to call back Mimi Miny, but it would have been Eeny Miny. Holy smokes. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miny. However, that wouldn't have been possible because Mimi Miny was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. Holy smokes. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Ms. Von Karma? Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miny. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. Wait, so did Dr. Gray never actually drug her after all? I'm sorry I put some disrespect on your name, Dr. Gray. I was a fool. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Wow, I did not see this coming. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo. Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it all! I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Ms. Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Ms. Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Ms. von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. That's a cold line. That's cold, Phoenix. Oh, ow! Excuse me. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. Oh, Phoenix, no. Hang in there, Phoenix. This court is a fraud. A sham. Wait, oh my gosh. Am I okay? Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. How about that? I'm gone. I'm gone. It's just Mia and Von Karma. That is all. Court is adjourned. And the next case is the trial for Phoenix Wright. Culprit, murderer, Franziska von Karma. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Aww. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent. I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Oh, they're so sweet together. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. That's what I do. No need to thank me. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to ever happen again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. Yeah, that's true. The first time that she was on trial for murder, it was for her sister. And now this time, her aunt is, you know, an accomplice. First my sister, now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan, well, it's because of Pearl. Because she wanted Pearl to be the next head, right? The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan. Pearl. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. Can you get away with murder if you're claiming to be possessed? In this game? Who knows? I actually don't think so. Because the entire court seemed to be under the understanding that Maya was possessed. However, they were still going to throw her behind bars. So actually, no, I don't think you can. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt, no, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Aww. I hope that Maya does. Oh. Date and time unknown. Detention center, solitary confinement, cell 13. What is going on? My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all. All for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Oh my gosh! So she's not going away. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what's going to happen. Interesting. Interesting. Save your progress? Yes. Ah, do we start it? No, I'm not going to start it. That's a good place to end on. That's a really good cliffhanger. That's a good cliffhanger to end on. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Da da da. Da da da. Oh no! Oh, it's starting on my other. No! No, I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I'm closing the game. I don't want any spoilers either. I want to be spoiler free like everybody else. Well, that was fun, y'all. I'm glad we got to. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to finish the case today. I'm glad we did. I'm glad we got to finish it. Yeah. This was fun. Oh, for the first time in a long time, I feel like I did my first full week of streaming. How about that? How about that? Well, thanks for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I really like Ace Attorney. It keeps my brain turning. So I really thought it was going to be bad, though. I thought it was going to be bad since it was such a long time from the last time we played Ace Attorney. So I thought I was going to forget a lot of stuff. But luckily, all the stuff that we had to talk about was like stuff, for whatever reason, they were just major events that I remembered. But we won't take so long in between cases the next time, obviously, since I'm back to my normal schedule now. So with that being said, obviously that schedule will come out. I'll try to have it out Sunday. It's usually my goal is to have it out in the beginning of the week for that week. Unless I stream on Sunday, obviously I would need it out before then so that you guys would know. Great stream. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoy it. I think Ace Attorney streams are always one of our better ones. I feel like those are really fun ones to like hang out and theorize with. And even though some people don't know what's going on if they're newer to the stream. I like to think we catch them up to speed pretty quick. No, Ace Attorney streams are always fun. I always really like them. It's so obvious with this model when I'm rocking in my chair, isn't it? I was editing a video the other day and I was like, dang, I'm rocking the whole time. I do it on like work calls too. I just can't sit still. I do it a lot when I talk. Oh, but this was a great stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're going to cut it clean at about 2 hours here. So whether you're just waking up in the morning, stopping by on your lunch break, or settling in after dinner, thanks for hanging out and having a cup of coffee with me. And I will see you. Oh, I'll see you in the new stream, but I'll see you next year, huh? Ha ha, huh? See ya.